go, man. Best draft ever, dude. Best draft in I don't know how long, man. I don't know how long. What draft can you say is better than the first round we just had? Trent Williams. Trent Williams has been a big part of our team for a long time. But we just transformed our team. We just transformed our team in one goddamn round, dude. Let's go, man. Best draft ever, man. Let's go. I'm so stoked, dude. I'm so stoked. And we owe it to Doug Williams. We owe it all to Doug Williams. I'm telling you, man. I'm a Redskins fanatic, dude. I'm telling you. I listen to any freaking podcast that has to do with the Redskins. I watch any piece of media they put out. Doug Williams talk. Anybody that has to do with the front office. I listen to everything. I am a Redskins fanatic. And I'm telling you right now, this is Doug Williams. You owe it to Doug Williams. He's transforming and turning this football team around. Without him, we are nothing, dude. I'm telling you right now, it's Doug Williams. I've listened to everything. I've seen everyone speak. And Doug Williams isn't the smartest dude. But when he talks about football, he knows what the hell he's talking about. Over the past couple years, we've needed to spend our picks on defense. And the only person out of anyone I've seen speak, Jay Gruden, anyone in the front office, anyone in the front office, if I've heard anyone speak, no one was talking about fixing the defensive line like Doug Williams. Doug Williams, you can go back and look. Doug Williams would come up there and be like, hey, we were last in the NFL in stopping the run. And what happened? Since Doug Williams has been here, we went defensive line, quarterback, defensive line, pass rusher. He knows what needs to be fixed, man. You owe it to Doug Williams. I'm telling you right now, this is him. He did this. Maybe not the quarterback. I'm sure he had something to say about who we picked at quarterback. But going back up and getting Montez Sweat, that's Doug Williams. I'm telling you, bro. I listen to everything. I listen to everyone speak. I listen to everyone talk. I understand what's on their mind. I listen to Jay Gruden. I listen to Jay Gruden sitting here talking about how much he loves Colt McCoy. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't sit here and talk about needing to bolster the defensive line and pass rusher. Oh, we need a pass rusher. Pass rusher's up there. It's important. Doug Williams did that. Doug Williams talked about that. I'm telling you. Getting Reuben Foster, Doug Williams did that. Doug Williams is in charge of this. He knows what he's doing. He is the savior of this football team. And I was actually going to make a video about this. I've been away for a while, and I've been sitting here talking about there's a bunch of videos that I've been wanting to do, and I can't, the last video was me saying I can't do this video until this happens and all that. This was one of the videos that I wanted to make. Is Doug Williams going to turn this football team? Is he the savior of this football team? And this is the best draft we've had in I don't know how long, dude. What do I always tell you? What do I always say? The most important position in football is what? Quarterback. Then you know what I'm about to say. What do I always say? What's the second most important position in football? Let me hear it. You know what I say all the time. How many times have you heard me say this? Whoever gets the quarterback. That's the second most important person. We just got both in the first freaking round, in one round. We just transformed our football team in one round. And this has happened since Doug Williams has been here. In the past couple years, we spent 3 first-round picks. In the last 3 years, we spent 3 first-round picks in fixing our defensive line. That's what I've been talking about the entire time. You guys know who did I want in the draft? I wanted a pass rusher. I wanted to get after the quarterback. And the guy that I wanted, Cleveland Farrell, I was wrong about the Kyler Murray thing. I was wrong. But Cleveland Farrell, did you not just see me sit up here and tell you the shit that I saw with my own eyes? That guy's going to be legit in the NFL. That guy's going to terrorize the NFL. I told you that. I saw it. I know what I'm talking about when I'm sitting here watching somebody play football. I know what I'm seeing. And I'm telling you, Clelin Ferrell's going to destroy the NFL. And he went 4th overall. Sure, that shocked a lot of people. Didn't shock me. Didn't shock me. I told you he was a top 10 pick. And he was going to, from everyone else's mock drafts, he was supposed to be falling between like 15 and 20. Like, that's where people thought he was going to go. I told you he's a top 10 talent. That guy's going to destroy the NFL, and he's going to get quarterbacks. Mark my words. But you know what? Montez Sweat, dude, is also the truth. He's also the truth. He was somebody that a lot of people had ranked. I actually didn't watch a shit ton of his stuff. I didn't watch a ton of Montez Sweat's stuff. Why? Because I didn't think he was going to be there. I didn't think he was going to fall down to us. I thought he was going to go top 10. Everyone's saying he was going to go top 10. So I was looking at guys who were going to be in our wheelhouse. I never would have thought that Montez Sweat was going to be there. Now, when we sat there and we took, I couldn't, first of all, I could not believe the talent that was sitting there at 15 for us. We could have picked both quarterbacks, Montez Sweat and Brian Burns, sitting there. I was sitting there at my buddy's house watching the draft, and I was like, bro, the amount of talent. Everyone started taking these defensive tackles, and I was like, take them. I don't need them. Take them. Take all these people I don't need. Take everybody I don't need. Brian Burns, Montez Sweat, both quarterbacks, Drew Lock, Dwayne Haskins, Greedy Williams. The talent that was sitting there at 15, I was smiling ear to ear, bro. I was like, come on, bro. I'm ready for this pick. The Redskins can't F this up. There's 5 picks right there that I'm cool with. Get either one of those. Get any of them. I mean, I wouldn't have loved Greedy Williams, but I mean, if you're going to, if you're going to take somebody, the best player in that position is available, hey, take whoever. Take whoever. There's tons of talent there. Taking Dwayne Haskins. If we would have just only taken Dwayne Haskins today, I was going to come up here and I wasn't going to be ecstatic. I wasn't going to be this happy. I was going to sit here and tell you guys, hey, I'm happy with picking Dwayne Haskins as long as we're not going to throw him into the fire next year. I don't want Dwayne Haskins to come up here. He started, 1 year of college football, and then we're going to go throw him into the NFL, into the fire. I don't like that idea. I don't. I like Dwayne Haskins. I think, it's a huge need that we needed, and nobody really thought that this many quarterbacks were going to fall down to us, right? Nobody really thought that. So, sure, I'm happy that we went and we got Haskins at 15. Cool. That's the biggest need we needed. And the thing is, the reason that I wasn't going to be that happy about getting Dwayne Haskins in the first round, and that's our entire draft right there, the first round, was because, sure, we got Dwayne Haskins, and he looks like he could be the quarterback of the future, and he could be a really good player for us, and all this or that. But the thing is, we had a quarterback, man. We had I was going to go on here and say, I'm happy with the pick, but we shoot ourselves in the foot all the time. We had a solid quarterback. We got rid of that person, and then guess what? We're up here drafting a quarterback in the first round. We're wasting picks. We're shooting ourselves in the foot by screwing ourselves over all the time. We had a decent quarterback and let him go and this or that. So then we had to come up here and spend picks on another quarterback. That sucks. We're on a hamster wheel doing the same shit over and over when we you know what I mean? It just didn't look good. But sitting here, it's still a good pick. Dwayne Haskins is a good player. It's just I don't want to sit here and throw him into the fire into the NFL next year. I want him to sit on the bench. Let Case Keenum play football, man. Let him play football. Let Dwayne Haskins learn. Now, that's the thing is, I don't know if the Redskins are going to do that, but still a good pick. Dwayne Haskins could be the quarterback of the future. Definitely, possibly. Still, the jury's still going to be out. Jury's going to still be out with Montez Sweat. But when we were sitting there, I was sitting here telling my buddy who was a Ravens fan, I was like, man, the talent that's sitting there right now, both quarterbacks are there. Drew Lock's sitting there. Dwayne Haskins is sitting there. Brian Burns is sitting there. Montez Sweat is sitting there. Everyone thought Montez Sweat was a top 10 pick. You know what I mean? Nobody thought Montez Sweat was going to be there. Then when we go back and double dip into the first round, I don't like trading up. But someone out there tell me who we're going to get in the second round that's going to be a better prospect, a better pick than Montez Sweat. Let me know. I'm sitting here waiting. You tell me. You tell me who's going to be a better pick, who's going to be worth a second round pick more than Montez Sweat. Because I think we nailed it out of the park. When I saw that trade came in, when I saw that it said trade, Redskins, I already was jumping for joy out of my freaking seat. My buddy who is a Ravens fan, they just drafted Marquise Brown right there, and he was happy, and he knew that I was I was happy, but I didn't really ecstatically love our first round pick. You know what I mean? For the reason that I don't dislike Dwayne Haskins, but it's like we're drafting a quarterback again. Why? Because we can't get the quarterback situation right, and it's like we're going in circles and screwing ourselves over and over and over. So sure, I liked the pick, but I wasn't extremely happy. And my buddy, he sat there, he knew that I was like, okay, I was just, it was a good pick. It was a pick we needed to do and stuff like that. But then when I saw that trade come in, and I knew Montez Sweat was on that board, as soon as I saw that trade, I was just going, Montez. And my buddy, he got kind of pissed off, and he started messing with me and stuff like that. He was like, you guys aren't going to do it. You guys are going to mess up, and you guys are going to do this or that. Doug Williams is not. Doug Williams is the savior of this football team. I'm telling you. I listen to everything. I watch everything. I watch everybody speak. Bruce Allen, everybody. Who talks about bolstering the defensive line? Who talks about stopping the run and fixing the defensive line? The only person out of him, anyone in the front office that I hear talk, I'm telling you, it's Doug Williams. And like I said, Doug Williams isn't the smartest of dudes. He's not. He's not the type of guy that you want to be like to do a certain role that like Bruce Allen does. Bruce Allen's the guy who's gonna sit up there and be all nice and like he's like the guy who's supposed to be the image, the front man of a football team or organization, just any company. Doug Williams isn't that guy. But when you hear Doug Williams talk about football, the man knows what the hell he's talking about, and he is the savior of this football team. If you're asking me, that double dip into the first round, like I said, I don't like trading up. I don't really like trading up like that. But man, what do I always say? First, most important position in football, quarterback. We can't seem to get it right. We always screw it up. Even if we can't draft a quarterback. Then when we do draft a quarterback, we can't even figure out what to do with them, and we fumble them away and let them go away. So, that's why I've been saying I want a pass rusher at 15. I wanted a pass rusher. Why? Because now we have an elite defensive line, dude. We have an elite front seven, bro. Are you kidding me? We're gonna be getting pressure up the middle with Matt Ioannidis and Deron Payne and Jonathan Allen. Ryan Kerrigan is a solid dude. I don't need to tell you about Ryan Kerrigan. I don't need to tell you. Now we got an elite prospect pass rusher. Reuben Foster, Landon Collins, Josh Norman, and a quarterback possibly of the future. Let's fucking go, dude. Let's fucking go, bro. I'm stoked. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This couldn't have gone much better. Who else will we get in the second round that's worth more than the glaring needs that we had? I'm telling you right now. We have an offensive-minded coach, Jay Gruden, who is fighting for his job. Of course we were going to take a quarterback that was there at 15. Of course we're taking a quarterback. Us going back up and getting Montez Sweat, that right there, I'm telling you, I promise you, that's Doug Williams. And if you don't believe me, go back and listen to everything Doug Williams has said in the last couple of years, any media that you can find of him talking about the team and talking about team needs. He's the only one talking about, we cannot be sitting here and being the laughingstock of the NFL, being the 32nd team in NFL, dead last and stopping the run. What happens? He influenced the team. The last 3 years, we spent a first-round pick on our front seven, and that's how you freaking win in the NFL. I'm telling you. That's why I've been sitting here saying, we tried it out. We had Kirk Cousins. We had an offense that was nice. We had a nice offense. But do you remember when we played the Saints and we didn't have any business beating the Saints, but Kirk Cousins gave them a run for their damn money, and then our defense swindled it away. Do you remember that? We tried having an offense, man. It's over. I'm done. Build a defense, run the football. I like Dwayne Haskins because he's not a running quarterback. He's a guy who can sit in the pocket. I would love to give the Giants shit for taking Daniel Jones at 6 overall, but man, he could be good. You know what I mean? He could be a good quarterback. We don't know. So the jury's out. So I'm not going to sit here and say anything about the Giants and their pick, but I like Dwayne Haskins for the same reason. He's not a running quarterback. Maybe he can run a little bit if he needs to, but I don't want a running quarterback, dude. We've learned our lesson. If anyone's learned a lesson, we've learned it. Kyler Murray's gonna have the same fate sooner or later. You know what I mean? Lamar Jackson's gonna have the same fate sooner or later. The NFL's not built like that. In the NFL, people are bigger and faster. They will get you, dude. They will get you. I don't want a running quarterback. That's why Dwayne Haskins is cool with me. I like Dwayne Haskins. I just don't want to throw him into the fire next year. But I'm more stoked about Montez Sweat. I am. Montez Sweat, I'm hoping, is just going to shit all over what you thought Preston Smith was. I've seen people try to defend Preston Smith. I don't know what the hell you watched or if you've been watching football, how many years you've been watching football. Preston Smith was absolute garbage. Garbage. Absolute garbage. My God. People defending Preston Smith. You have to be kidding me. You have to be kidding me. Montez Sweat is going to shit all over everything you thought Preston Smith might be. All right? So would have Cleveland Farrell. Cleveland Farrell, Brian Burns. Any one of those guys would shit all over whatever you think that Preston Smith was or did or is going to be. Preston Smith is absolute garbage. We still need a wide receiver. Now we don't have a second-round pick, right? Don't know what to do. Maybe we have 2 third-round picks. I don't see us going back up in the draft. But my God, we could bomb all these other picks. I mean, we still need we need a left guard and a wide receiver, all right? We do. But we have enough picks. But we could bomb most of these other picks. And this is still just in one round. This is the best draft we've had in I can't tell you how long. I can't tell you how long. Yet again, I'll end it on this. I told you how many times you guys know I've sat up here and told you. Most important position in football, quarterback. Okay, cool. We keep fumbling it. We can't figure it out. So what do I want to do? I want to build a defense. What's the second most important position on the field? Who's going to get the other opposing team's quarterback? We just nailed it on both fronts in one round, dude. I was so worried. I'm sure you were worried of what we were going to do. The Redskins make you worried. The last couple years, the years that Doug Williams has been here and been officially a part of this front office. Sure, I wasn't super stoked about the Daron Payne pick, but I had to do what? Come up here and make a video explaining to you guys that I was wrong. And I'm glad that I'm wrong about Daron Payne. But guess who wasn't wrong? Guess who wasn't wrong? Doug Williams. Guess who's probably not going to be wrong again? Doug Williams. He's the one that did this. He's the one that came up and made sure that we solidify the second most important position on this football team, which is freaking pass rusher. He did it. We owe it to him. He could be the savior of this football team, I'm telling you. And man, it's hard not to be. It's really going to be hard, man. Most of the Redskins fans, I'm sure you guys too. What did you think about next season? I thought next season was going to be terrible. You know, I really thought next season was going to be one of those dreadful seasons. And hey, I'm the one who always comes up here and tells you guys what are the Redskins. The Redskins are a drama TV show. They always try to give you hope. They always try to sit here and, you know, even though we all know that the team is not that good and we're down and out, the Redskins always try to give you that little bit of hope, just that little bit of hope to keep you entertained and keep you around, right? That could be this. I could be falling into that same trap again. I don't know. But all I know is the old Redskins, what they would have done is they would have went up, or they would have went to 15, and they would have gotten Haskins, and that would have been it. They would have been like, hey, we got a new quarterback. That's going to bring people to the stadium. That's going to bring fans in, and fans should be happy. You know, a quarterback's a big deal. You know, we have a new face of the franchise now, a new quarterback. You know, like that. You know, we did it. Job's over. That's the old Redskins, but that's not good enough. I told you, pass rusher is so vital. That's who I wanted. That's when we were sitting there at 15. I kind of didn't even want a quarterback. I was like, Montez Sweat's sitting there. Brian Burns is sitting there. Get one of those guys, man. And then we moved up. I'm pretty hopeful, man. This is one of the best drafts in so long, dude. I can't remember the last time I've been sitting at a draft, and when I saw that trade and I saw Redskins sitting there, I knew instantly, without a freaking doubt, Montez Sweat. I was chanting, Montez, 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 and my buddy was getting pissed off. He was getting pissed off because I was so happy. He knew that I knew what I was talking about, and I was like, there's no way this is not Montez Sweat. And then I was so stoked because he knew I was a little bit bummed about not picking Montez Sweat at 15. I was even in Louis T's stream, like I pulled it up right when we picked Dwayne Haskins, and I typed in there real fast. I didn't get to watch a whole lot and stuff like that because I was at my buddies, but I typed in there, I was like, bro, Montez is there at 15, you know, like, but we got him, dude. I just couldn't imagine this draft going any better, dude. So I'm gonna leave it on that, guys. Hopefully you guys are as stoked as I am, man. We have to wait and see. We have to wait and see, but man, I just cannot think of, on paper, a better draft that we've had ever, dude. Ever. I mean, first round ever. Like I said, Trent Williams, sure. That's the closest, most immediate thing. Trent Williams has been such a cornerstone of this football team for how long? Sure, that, you know, the jury's still out on the guys we just got. But, like, on paper, dude, I don't know what other draft in the first round we've nailed it out of the park more than this right here. So, hell to the freaking Redskins, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Are you more happy about getting Dwayne Haskins, or are you more happy about getting Montez Sweat? That's the answer, or that's the question. Let me know you guys' answers. I'll read everybody's comments. Stoked. Absolutely stoked. See you in the next one. Peace.